Minutes.
Call the meeting to order for January 24th, 2017, and looking to my left and right, for lack of a quorum, we will discontinue and not have Park and Rec meeting tonight. Closed.
We will recognize.
We have a letter?
No. We'd like to recognize some of the new appointments, though, for
Okay.
you folks. So we'll do an introduction. So I'm going to turn it over to Brian.
We'll do a workshop.
And then we can do a workshop after. Yes, sir.
Good evening, Brian Myers, Parks Manager, and we're excited to get to introduce some new staff. Over the last 2 months, we've been able to find a couple of new folks and have had an internal promotion as well. So I'd like to start off introducing Jason Snowder. You've met Jason before. Go ahead and come on up front and just go ahead and stand up over here. So Jason was promoted to our senior park worker irrigation and in this last December, and he has been employed towards the clock. He's employed by the city since 2013.
3 years.
Yep. So
Position is?
he
Senior Park Worker Irrigation Tech.
Thank you.
yeah. So Jason will be managing our irrigation infrastructure and our water usage and all of those the like. A little over 500 irrigation valves system-wide, so it's a big task.
Does that mean you know where all the shutoffs are?
Not yet. I know where a lot of them are. Not all.
There's got to be a lot.
Yes, there are.
Like I said, employed since 2013, is married and lives here in Post Falls with his 3 children, and he does have 1 grandchild. Enjoys hiking and spending time outdoors with his family. His favorite regional park is Camillin Park and the forest area that sits to the west of that. Previous experience in Parks and Rec field. Previously, he worked for 3 years with the city of Napa, California, doing all sorts of different tasks from maintenance and construction. 9 years before that, he worked for the Napa Valley Support Services, helping individuals with disabilities enter the workforce, doing various landscaping tasks and maintenance tasks and other related support services.
Good job. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
So Jason holds his Class B CDL and is also an Idaho pesticide applicator, and he's currently studying for his irrigation designer certificate through the Irrigation Association. So,
Staying busy.
Yeah, well, congratulations, wow.
Thank you.
That's really good.
and then new to our team is Danny. Danny started working for the Parks Department in December of 2016. His wife has joined us here tonight as well. They live in Newman Lake for about the last 4 years. He enjoys mountain biking, hiking, fishing, and his favorite regional park is Corbin. Previously, he worked for the building division since March of 2014, so we were able to snag him from maintaining the grounds here, or the facilities here at City Hall, and move him into the parks side of things. So we're excited to be able to make that work and leverage some of the skill set that he's been able to gain working for the U.S. Forest Service, doing trail construction and maintenance in the Lake Tahoe area. Also, he's been in the campground management side of things as well in Nevada. So excited to have him to be a part of our team and seeing what he's going to be able to do in our program. He'll be, over the next year, he'll be in this southern side of town, managing the grounds, City Hall, 4th Street corridor, down to Falls Park, Black Bay, and the Camillin Trails areas. So,
Looking at some of our parks and the future for trails, I think that your background in the trails is a needed experience. Now, did you do those with mules or animals, or did you do it all on foot?
It was by foot.
How many miles?
A lot of the trails were in front country, so
Right.
probably didn't hike more than 2 miles to get to.
Oh, so they weren't long 8 or 10 mile hikes.
Right. We did one backcountry trip, but
Salty skin.
that was probably 12 miles in.
So.
So you spend the night.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, you're not doing a 24-mile backcountry hike in a day. Good job. Thank you.
having the experience in that front country trail system will leverage itself well for us moving forward.
Do.
The whole idea of behavior modification as it needs in those naturalized areas, it takes a specialized skill set. So knowing what you can do with various vegetation to keep people on trail and make things sustainable is
It's a
important.
great asset for our community.
It is.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then third is not here today, but Doug Hanson. He was promoted from our seasonal park worker level. He'd worked for us as a seasonal park worker for the last year and a half. Lives in Spokane Valley, has 2 grown children and 3 grandchildren in the Moscow area. His previous park work experience was in that Moscow park system. Had worked for 10 years in Moscow Parks and Recreation, doing various tasks in their downtown corridor, sports fields, aquatic center, and their recreation facilities as well. Has also done landscape installation and irrigation install as well. He holds a Class B CDL and previously was a certified pool operator and held his pesticide applicator's license. And he was a great part of our team this past summer, and excited to be able to give him the opportunity for a full-time position and be able to see where he takes our crew up on the north side of town. So,
Thank you. Good job.
I'm just going to add one piece to that. The 4th person listed is Trevor, and I never will try his last name because I can't do it. But he's actually officiating tonight, so he wasn't able to be here. But I think it speaks volumes to the level of our internal employees, the ones that have been full-time, that we've been able to move up and bring over to our department, and even our seasonal, both Trevor and Doug were on the seasonal side of it, and to be able to capture that and groom people up for that, I think is a very good thing for our city.
I agree. Yeah, definitely. Good.
So,
Well, since
Obviously,
we don't
we-
have a consent calendar and we're really not having a meeting in a
Right.
format, with our workshop, do we want to continue with any other things?
yeah, no, that was all we can do. Obviously, that will end the televised portion of it. And then from there, if we could go over in a workshop format, the level of service, and just verify that, and
Touch on
that's a
that.
continuation. And
I think we're here, it'd be a good idea.
Yep.
I spent a little time looking at some of that. I'd kind of like to listen to some of your comments. Good.
Okay.
We end the television and end our meeting.
Yeah.